Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Disco Elysium. I'm Colonel RPG and I'm very happy to have you here with me as we talk with a Seminese supremacist over here. Where's my mouse? There it is. That's this guy over here. Measurehead is his name, and he is super racist. And it's this whole thing. And I've been looking off camera. I've been trying to figure out what the heck a Seminese person is. I believe they don't exist. And I'm not going to ask that. I'm not going to ask who they are because he's really pissed at me. Also, he's calling me pig. Which, not because I'm a cop, but because of the color of my skin. And also, maybe because I'm a weakling. I don't know. I know that if I get even so much as breathed at, I die. So, it's dangerous. It's dangerous to mess with this guy, and I need to get past him. I think I need to touch that thing over there, so it's going to be tricky because I suck at everything. Also, Martinez is not a place in the world, so I think this is... As far as I know, excuse me, hiccup. I think this is all made up to just sort of allow for a certain level of detachment between reality and the storyline that we're presenting, that the game is presenting right now. Martinique, though, is indeed a place, and that was occupied by the French, I believe, in the 1700s, and where the Caribbean people, the Carib people, is it either way, where they lived for hundreds of years before the French arrived, and I don't actually know what happened to them. I suppose they all got murdered, because that's basically what happened to a bunch of them. Anyway, I say a bunch, I mean the huge majority. So, I don't know about that. I don't know what is, but these guys all speak French, and this guy has some really, really fascist ideologies, which are basically meant to be, they're clearly meant to be parallels to historical arguments and historical notions of fascism. So, yeah. Wonderful. I need to enter the harbor now, on police business. What you need is to come to terms with extinction and never getting into this harbor. He looks at the button behind him. I suppose the ran away. The tattoos on his face move to reveal the smallest of smiles. Oh yeah, he also has tattoos over there. I don't know what they resemble. I do believe I know Samoan tattoos, and well, from popular culture, they are not like that. Samoa is also an island there. I believe it is an actual country, not like the part of France as Martinique is. So my physical instrument is gonna be very bad. So what are those tattoos of yours supposed to mean? Racists are generally not very good examples of their race. He gestures towards the lorrymen down the street. I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. A reference to phrenology. Also another reference to fascism. Although not exclusively to that. Phrenology was very popular in the beginning of the 20th century. And at the end of the 19th, I believe. And it's pseudoscience and bollocks. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a immediately there. Now I was right. Phrenological grade on my skull and features that should dispel any doubt. Racists are not very good examples of their race. I'm not actually sure what he means by that. He's mentioning the lorryman down below, the truck driver that we talked about, who was a racist, specifically regarded as a racist by the game as well. But did I misinterpret the racial dynamics with him? Was Kim being subjected to... Are we all being... We are. Maybe. I don't... well, he hasn't referred to Kim, so I assume Kim is of the same race as I am. Huh. He has... Could be. It could be, very well. And the truck driver is the Seminese. Huh. You sure I'm not craniometrically superior to you? I'm gonna get myself in trouble. You exhibit foral projection of the jaw, indicative of schizophrenia and sexual inaccountability. From a purely aesthetical standpoint, the dimple in your jaw makes you look like a baby. This is not craniometry, just an observation. What else? It is impossible to see any more of your bone structure. It's covered in ravages of Algol. From what remain of your features I can see fleshy lips, baldness of the head, and long arms relative to the lower limbs. This leads me to conclude you are not a police officer. You are a common criminal, an offspring of murderers and sailors from Sur-la-Clef and Verspe, and possibly even the degenerate sheep herders of Ubi. Interesting. So one of my ancestors were Sur-la-Clef, and the other Vespe? I don't know. Your racial heritage is uninteresting. It is the same as all Revacholians. Your parents and their parents made the decision to reproduce while under the influence of alcohol. That is the only reason you are here. Of alcohol here, it means alcohol. That's what it keeps referring to. Which is an interesting pronunciation. I don't believe French pronounces it like that, but Portuguese alcohol is kind of close to this, a little bit closer than English anyway. And also it should be noted that phrenology is terribly inaccurate at even the basic thing of detecting heritage. Because it's basically measuring a person's face and skull. And the Nazis used to go around measuring people's noses, for example, to see if they were not Aryan, if they were Jewish, or had Jewish blood, or something. I'm gonna leave because I can't do anything here. This is bad. You just look at him, the wonderful hunk. Oh yeah, they're talking. Let's see what you have to say. Nothing. Okay. This is complicated. Open trash container. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think that's gonna be necessary. Let's try and explore a little bit more. Alright, I don't think that is gonna be necessary to open the trash container, but I'll leave that for later. This is a very noisy area. Fortunately, when I talk, it goes down because I have my recording set up to be like that. Let's have a chat with this fellow over here.
Bastards! We have a right to work!
The man yells towards the harbor gates. His voice is the loudest of the lot, and oddly screechy for a man his size. What's going on here?
Pull up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
No, I'm not here to help you. I'm not here on this sort of business. The broad-shouldered alpha male turns to you. He's a full head taller than everybody else.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down?
Wait. Oh, he didn't... Oh. He didn't assume I was here to break the strike. That's interesting. Why should I?
We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
Stripes are us, the cops. Oh, then yes. No, I think I don't know what's going on. I don't know if is that person okay? I think so. Yeah. Okay, then I'm thinking no.
Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Right to work. Right to work. Besides, we're not that different. It helps the people see us talking. Cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
Yeah, that's a bit of... Well, I don't really care about that. We'll see what... I don't know who killed the person that we're investigating. So, it could be any of them for all I know. What kind of cause are we talking about?
Rights of people. Rights of workers. To have gainful employment, to make a salary, and feed their families.
I'm not gonna say that. Regardless, I have some questions for you.
Maybe you should ask them the questions. Like why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you! We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
He points his finger at the man sitting on the railing.
So do we, scab.
That's Mañana over there. The loitering man hollers in return. The loitering man. Yeah, because he's oh, I see what he means. What is a strike, I could ask? What exactly is your goal here? We promised work. No, we were promised work, he points to the gates. We'd been there working if the bastards hadn't shut the gates. And you're unable to breach the entrance? Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. He points up the stairs. Door's locked. The guard's blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny mask punk either. Scrawny mask punk. Mask could be a racial term there. That we've seen the mosquito? I don't remember exactly how it's said. But it could be that. He points at the dock worker idling on the staircase. I mean, head measurer or whatever he is. Why don't you just talk to them? Like civilized folk, you mean? The man rubs his chin. These native fucks don't understand civilized. Yeah, that's another common... There's definitely racial tensions in between here, and he is not Semonese. That's another term as well. It would be better for the neighborhood if we went home, says Kim. At least for now, if you can't get in anyway. No, they will give up eventually or get drunk, leave the button unguarded, then we charge. The man rubs his jaw, a perfect lightly bearded square edge. You don't have any tips on how to punch a guy out, do you? Say a really big race theorist guarding a button? Heh. Not before you get in there and get your ass whooped. Learn by failure, I always say. I can't do that. My physical instrument has trivially succeeded. He might have some advice, but you gotta at least try to fight the measurehead first. Return if you fail. I can't. I'm gonna die if I do that. Return if I fail, though, so okay, that's not too bad. So who are all these strike breakers? Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests. The man runs a hand through his steadily graying military haircut. We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work, he shouts. I have a question, says Kim. He looks him in the eyes. Why do all these men follow your leadership? Oh, that's what alpha male was supposed to mean. He's the leader, and not just a fatuous, debunked term to mean that he's the leader. I mean, either way. You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No, they follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were, and he starts bellowing, given a job to do. His voice is gonna ruin my voice, so I can't. Let me drink a little bit of water. I can't do that voice very much. It grates at my throat. Yeah, I want to get into the harbor too, I think. Have fun, he snorts. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. You trying to meet their fat boss? This is an official matter, not to be discussed with outsiders. Right to work! He again shakes his large fist, and then turns back to you. It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring back up. Open the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime. This really isn't my area of expertise. We're not picking a side on this just yet, sir, says Kim. Pity. He turns around and bellows at the gates. Let us work, he shouts at them. But I'm not gonna shout. Otherwise, bad things happen to me. These are super gates, though. I would never expect to even suggest busting in. It says gray with an H at the end. G-R-I-H. Interesting. I need to get into the habit of double-clicking more. The lorries probably stored fuel here. Now they store booze. And there's some money over here, which I very much appreciate. It's just cents, but, you know, it's good. Grad Factory of Magnets and Miracles U49. A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. Yeah, these are like super advanced things. I don't actually know what they are. This big heavy grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine. It's old! Yeah, we're definitely in the future. Look into the window. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia. What about the back seat? The back end of the cabin has a large perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains. Racist nationalist paraphernalia, says Kim. Oh, he's looking in there as well. He greets his teeth. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy. So these would be the nationalists here. I assume they would be Semonese? This is our guy, says Kim. He nods towards the racist lorry driver. Oh! Oh, I mean, I suppose you don't think the others are racist too? I mean, we could. You never know. Especially, I mean, wouldn't they just kick his ass if they didn't agree with him or something? I don't know. It's not. Anyway, you think this lorry belongs to our tough guy? Oh, likely yes, he says. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine. What kind of stickers and insignia? I'm gonna ask myself, and the driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about, quote, honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels. So he is Seminese, and that explains why that other guy was, or the head meat, I don't remember his name, head wrench, whatever, the guy above. That explains why he referred to him as that. And look at this car. It's all over the place, the looks. A foreign car, kept in good condition. I am lost, and I am marveled at the art direction, to be honest. Let's check what this is. An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. Is it? Huh. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods. Who is this? I'm gonna ask my horse, or me, not the horseback monument. A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, quote, I am Philippe III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philippe II, the opulent, father of Philippe IV, the insane. That is the French name for Philippe, not the Spanish one. The Spanish one only has one P. Not a good track record for mental health in that family. Of mental health. Oh yeah, insane. What was the other one? The father, the opulent. He's the squanderer. We have a check on our encyclopedia here. What did this king do? Even by standards of the Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philippe was known for his profligacy, which means, I think, debauchery? No. Does that mean having a lot of kids? Or does that mean trying to have a lot of kids? Well, I don't mean, you know what I mean. In what way? Well, he blew through the whole national... Oh, it means being, what's the word? Yeah, profligacy, that's true. It just means he spends too much. He blew through the whole national treasury, starting the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of Revachol. Yeah, so this is way into the future. His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy during the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family line, and the monarchy on the Insulindian Isola. I don't know what Isola means. That is non-capitalized. How did he manage to blow through the entire national treasury? Oh, you would be surprised. Stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber where he stored unfathomable wealth. Krugerrands, bars of gold, I don't know what Krugerrands are, ornate weaponry, armor, and various chalices. He called it the Sol Aurum. It was obscene. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some a bee's dragon instead of a bed like a normal person. The man certainly knew how to live. Did he now? I wouldn't want to sleep on gold. Although he did sleep on feathers, so I suppose... Sleep on feathers. That is it is possible that none of this is true, though. There's a lot of, especially, well, it depends on how long it was, but yeah, there's a lot of rumors that stay in history as historical facts, and historical facts that never get substantiated and basically don't stay in history. It's kind of complicated. Let's say that there's no way that's true. But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction. Well, big news. The what now? You see, old Philippe, with a capital O, interestingly enough, wasn't just good at squander... Oh, that's the father. Yeah. No, I wonder if it's Philippe the Senior, which isn't a Spanish... Oh, I don't know if it is a French custom to say that. In English, Senior, Philippe Senior would mean the father, which is what probably should be written over here. But in French, it doesn't work like that. And, well, rather, in Spanish, it doesn't work like that. At least European Spanish. And certainly not in Portuguese, but I don't know in French. Wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold. Or wait. The squanderer? Wasn't the squanderer the father? Either way. In ceremonial weaponry, it was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy. That is a lot to process. And I'm just having a chat with myself. His Majesty's courtiers said it helped him connect with the, quote, higher realms. So he was addicted to nose candy. A bloated druggie? That's what the revolutionary said. Ooh, yeah, especially a king that headed a revolution under him. Or, I guess, the son? 150 years later, right before they emptied out the royal mausoleum and dumped His Majesty's mortal remains in the Insulindian Bay. So the OZ or what, Insulindian something or other, that might be like a thing, a geological stuff. So where is he buried now? Beneath the cold waters of the Insulindian Bay, thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned out the royal mausoleum. What happened to the statue? The original was blown apart by communards, which I believe is I believe it's referring to communists, but in a depreciative manner, which means that our character was indeed lying when I chose that line of communism is pretty cool, dude. Which was indeed my intention. I don't know about his character well enough yet. And then further damage during the landing of the coalition's airships during the turn of the century revolution, when Martinez was leveled. Most historians think the coalition's, and this is the coalition we've heard about, by the way, the coalition's hasty landing may have ultimately saved the statue. If the communards had more time, they would have reduced it up to even finer pieces. And who restored the monument? Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined, and I suppose liberal as in opposed to communism, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic, I suppose those are quotes, to restore the statue of the most wasteful ruler of Revachol in the poorest part of the city. The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. A rare butterfly trapped in amber, floating on a sea of shit. That's brilliant, so funny and nihilistic, even though it isn't nihilistic, but I'm going to say it. People in Martinez tend to disagree, as do many prominent art critics and thought leaders with more nuanced social awareness than the young ironists. Ooh, ironists here are liberals, then. And I think this is they are... Wait, it's kind of complicated, isn't it? It's super complicated. So the communists, or communards, whatever. This could be an actual... I don't know if it is. Either way. So the communists blew the statue up. And this ironic here, I don't know if it's my character or what is going on. Because I think we have an unreliable narrator at this moment. They, I think, made a monument to the blowing up of the monument, which is brilliant and interesting. Which is basically what they did. They did that. But so that means they are the ironists. The liberals are the ironists, and they're young as well, which is something we discussed before about. Well, it was a different political divide before when we were talking to the Wrench Head, or whatever his name is. Measure Head, I believe. Philippe III, the Squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi think of him in death. I have heard this word. I don't know what it means. I have some idea of what it means because it's in context, so we can tell. But I have heard it, and it's an interesting word. Either way. We have a white tank top. For a +1 physical instrument? Yes, please. What exactly does that do? Can I put it on? That's not a hat. Can I just equip it? Yes, I can. What's that for? Conceptualization minus suggestion. It doesn't... You know what? I'm gonna go... The satin shirt looks a lot better on me. This is just... Oh, I can show off my Actually, that is an interesting look. It looks really bad with the tie, though. I look positively amazing with this. Apart from the gloves. The gloves are like I'm a Blizzard character or something with huge fists. What do we have over here? Can I see what we have over here? Money is what we have over here. Let's look at our money over here. Where's my money? Can you do away with that? Oh, it shows down here. That's what that is. Yes. And we have somebody else over here, but we also have the end of the episode because we're out of time for the day. So for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Disco Elysium, and I'm now recognizing this type font. I think I use it for my own tooltips. Anyway, yeah, that's gonna be that for today. I'm Colonel RPG, not tooltips. I meant thumbnails. Yes, I am Colonel RPG, and this has been Disco Elysium. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye bye.